welcome to week 1. So exciting. It is the first step in this month-long journey, and I'm pretty excited. I hope you are too. So what we're going to be tackling this week is making sure that your intentions for this month and this little program, if you will, this little experience will be, and really getting clear on your why. So I don't know if you've ever heard about Simon Sinek's Start With Why book. I will leave a link below. The book is really a game changer, and what it means is basically knowing why you're doing something. And that might seem kind of obvious, but sometimes we have certain goals or dreams in life, and when we start thinking really about why, often it's because we think it's going to make us feel a certain way. And thinking about how you're going to feel about something is really key in setting your clear intentions and making sure that these intentions or goals or dreams that you're setting are the right ones for you. Because sometimes you might set the intention or have a dream which you think will bring you something, and then in reality it brings you something else, and we often end up feeling disappointed or a little bit empty, and we're kind of thinking, oh, is that it? I've reached this goal and I still feel kind of empty. And that's often because maybe the reason behind that goal or that dream wasn't 100% clear or pure, or we thought it would give us something which actually it didn't in the end. So think about this journey, think about this next month of December. It's a very special month of the year. It can be very magical. I love December, I love the holidays, but there's also kind of a flip side to that, in that it brings a lot of craziness, a lot of hecticness, busyness, and also we interact with probably a lot more people than usual. We're in different contexts than we normally are. We go to family parties or friends parties. There's a lot of stuff going on, and that can really kind of mess with our mojo. It can really kind of maybe bring certain things up, especially during that kind of 1 week period towards the end, really around like the actual Christmas period. So it's really clear to set the intention of why you decided to join this journey in particular, why you're doing this, and really think of, how do I want to feel? Do I want to feel more at peace? Do I want to feel more healthy, happy? And then drill that down and think, okay, well, what does healthy mean to me? Is it a weight thing? Usually a weight thing is more about self-love and feeling good and feeling actually strong. Is it, I just want to exercise more? Is it, I want to be less stressed? That's a huge thing. But once again, concretely, what does that mean? Does it mean I want to learn to be more patient with other people? I want to learn to deal with all the to-do list that I have for the month, but feel a little bit more at peace with it. So like, close your eyes for a moment when you're doing this after this video and jot down, and I really suggest journaling during this whole process, and just really think for a moment, quiet the mind and think, how do I want to feel during this month? And just visualize kind of your day-to-day and what's the difference that you want to see in this month versus maybe previous month, or maybe if you think of December last year, did that go well or not? And just think, what kind of shifts do you want to see happen, and try to be realistic in those things, and try to maybe just pick a few small things that you maybe want to focus on and work on. Think of maybe the different aspects of your life during this month. So thinking a little bit about work, a little bit maybe your romantic life, your family life, and really see, once again, maybe something that happened in the past that you kind of, I don't want to say regret, but that you think maybe could have gone differently, a bit better, and then see, well, how could I adjust that this year? So I think it's really important sometimes to know what we don't want, to then on the flip side know what we do want. So take a bit of time. I think that's really setting the foundation and really setting yourself up for success for this month. It's not about creating this like huge pressure for yourself. It's really not that. I really want you to enjoy this journey. It's something you're doing for yourself, but that also will have positive repercussions around you. And if you kind of get in the right mindset and set that clear intention, there can be a lot of craziness going on around you, a lot of chaos, quite likely to happen in the month of December specifically, but you can still stay centered and focused and not forget that. And for sure, you might get a little bit off track or forget it for an hour in your day, or maybe for a day or two. That's totally fine. Always come back to kindness. This isn't about criticizing yourself or adding pressure to what you're doing and to performing a certain way. That's really not it. The goal is to make you feel better, to make you feel healthier and happier. So always remember that as well. If you notice that kind of inner mean girl that's present during this process, tell her to talk to the hand, tell her to go take a walk, and the goal really isn't for that at all. It's to make you feel better. During this whole process, in addition to kind of the mind work that you're going to do, setting your intentions, really getting clear on how you want to feel, the mind, body, and soul connection is really, really important in this entire process for this week to come, this month to come, and basically the rest of your life. And it's really important to feel connected to those three things, because that makes up who we are as people. And if we maybe neglect one of those three aspects, usually we feel out of balance. So it's really important during this process that you feel connected with your mind, checking in and seeing, well, what's the state of my mind, with your body. So obviously it's very, very hard to think of your intentions and think of personal fulfillment if you're not healthy. If you have stress in your body, you really want to find a little bit of time in your day to release that stress. It could be 5-10 minutes of yoga. It doesn't have to be much, but I really recommend doing a little something to honor your body. If you don't do any exercise right now, start really, really small. Think of moving maybe 5 minutes in your day or every other day. It can be something so small. I really believe in just doing a little something, just showing up for yourself, and then eventually it can evolve and it can get a little bit more important in your life and take a bit more room. But just do something for your body, mind, and soul. That is really, really important. So speaking of the body, I have some resources below. So every week in the blog post, I will be including extra resources to help you. So extra tools in your little chic toolbox to really dig in and concretely in the day-to-day to be able to feel healthier and happier. So this week below, you'll see I'm sharing a few little simple healthy recipes. I'm sharing a blog post on how to plan your meals efficiently for the week, so you can really set yourself up for success for this month, which is a very, very busy month. So we all know that. So we want to be realistic in the goals that we set for ourselves. For your mind, so we say we have the body, mind, and soul connection. For your mind, I would suggest journaling a little bit. Once again, we all have very busy lives. We don't have time to journal for 20 minutes a day. It can be 1 minute, writing down maybe something you're grateful for, a little mini victory you have to celebrate that day, something where you showed up for yourself, you remembered the intentions that you set for yourself for the month. That's so important to give yourself a little tap on the back and consciously realize that you've already made that little shift. For your soul, I would highly recommend meditation. Don't let that scare you if it's something you've never done. It could just be closing your eyes for a minute or two, just connecting with your breath and with your body, and really releasing any fears and any stress that you might have about this journey that you're going on, about the day that you had or the month ahead, something about the past or the present or the future, just to allow you to kind of cleanse and clear, and making sure once again that you're staying centered and on track. So I have a few resources for that below. If you've never done meditation, I have a blog post on Meditation 101 and I have a few different meditation resources that I really, really enjoy as well. So I wish you a wonderful week ahead. This is your first week. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am doing this with you. You are not alone. There's many of us on this journey. I find it really exciting. I hope that you're super excited, super proud of yourself for showing up for yourself in this way. Once again, don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's not about making this a performance, really not. See it as an experience. See yourself as a student. I try to do that every day. When I start putting too much pressure on myself, just have fun with it. See, what can I learn? Like, how can I grow from this? And make sure that you always have that kind mindset. Have a wonderful week. Bye.